We live in a world that glorifies instant success. Social media highlights overnight millionaires, perfect relationships, and effortless achievements. But reality is different. The most meaningful things in life, success, love, personal growth, cannot be forced. They come with time, discipline, and patience. Trying to force something before its time is like pulling at a flower to make it grow faster. You don't speed up the process, you damage it. Instead, success comes to those who prepare themselves, take responsibility, and improve every single day. Rather than obsessing over what hasn't happened yet, ask yourself, am I becoming the kind of person who deserves what I want? Instead of forcing relationships, build yourself into someone who attracts the right people. Instead of demanding success, develop the skills and discipline to handle it when it arrives. We must also recognize that timing plays a crucial role in life. Just because something isn't happening now doesn't mean it won't happen later. If we trust the process and take meaningful actions, opportunities will come when we are truly ready. So don't rush, don't force. Focus on the daily habits, the small wins, and the steady path of growth. Life has a way of rewarding those who are patient and prepared. If you do the work, if you stay the course, the right things will come to you at exactly the right time. Embrace order and chaos. Life is a delicate balance between order and chaos. Too much control and you stifle growth. Too much chaos and you lose direction. Many people make the mistake of believing that they can force life into a perfect, predictable structure, expecting everything to go according to plan. But life doesn't work that way. The most meaningful achievements, relationships, and personal growth often come from learning to balance discipline with flexibility. Order represents the structure in our lives, the routines we follow, the goals we set, and the discipline we build. It gives us stability, direction, and a sense of purpose. Without order, we feel lost, drifting without any real progress. However, too much order can become rigid and suffocating. When we try to force things into a predetermined path, we often ignore the natural flow of life, missing out on opportunities that don't fit into our rigid expectations. Chaos, on the other hand, represents the unpredictable nature of life, the setbacks, the unexpected opportunities, and the moments of uncertainty. It is where growth happens. Chaos forces us to adapt, to become stronger, and to develop resilience. Many of life's greatest lessons emerge from difficult or unexpected situations. Yet too much chaos without direction leads to confusion, anxiety, and stagnation. That's why it's crucial to embrace both order and chaos rather than resisting one or the other. When you try to force something, whether it's success, relationships, or personal growth, you often end up working against the natural rhythm of life. Imagine planting a seed and constantly digging it up to see if it's growing. That impatience doesn't help. It only hinders the process. Instead, you must nurture the seed by providing the right conditions, sunlight, water, and time, while trusting that growth will happen when the time is right. The same principle applies to life. You can't force opportunities to appear, but you can prepare yourself to recognize and seize them when they do. Success is not about controlling every aspect of life. It's about building yourself into the kind of person who can handle success when it arrives. That means improving your skills, developing discipline, and maintaining patience while trusting the process. This balance between order and chaos can also be seen in relationships. You can't force people to like you, love you, or behave in a certain way. Trying to control others only leads to frustration and disappointment. Instead, focus on becoming someone worth knowing, someone who naturally attracts the right people through character, authenticity, and personal growth. Relationships that are forced rarely last, but those that develop naturally through mutual respect and understanding stand the test of time. In every area of life, there will be moments when things don't go as planned. You will face setbacks, failures, and unexpected changes. Instead of resisting them, learn from them. When something doesn't work out, don't see it as a failure, see it as information. What can you do differently? What skills do you need to develop? How can you better prepare for the future? Growth comes from adapting, not from rigidly forcing outcomes. One of the best ways to embrace both order and chaos is to focus on what you can control while letting go of what you can't. You can control your habits, your mindset, and your daily actions. You cannot control the timing of success, the actions of others, or every external circumstance. The key is to do your best with what is within your power while remaining open to the opportunities that arise naturally. Life rewards those who are prepared, patient, and adaptable. You don't have to force everything into place. Keep working, keep improving, and trust that the right things will come to you when you are truly ready. Personal responsibility over control. Many people try to control everything around them: situations, outcomes, and even other people. But the truth is, the more you try to force control, the more frustrated you become. Life is unpredictable, and no matter how much you plan, unexpected challenges will arise. Personal responsibility is about shifting your mindset from blaming external factors to taking ownership of your actions, mindset, and growth. It's easy to blame bad luck, unfair circumstances, or other people for why things aren't going your way. But real change happens when you stop making excuses and start working on yourself. Take success, for example. You can't control whether opportunities come your way, but you can control how prepared you are when they do. If you focus on developing your skills, building discipline, and staying consistent, success will eventually come, not because you forced it, but because you were ready for it. The same principle applies to relationships. You can't force people to respect, love, or support you, but you can work on becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts positive relationships. Instead of demanding respect, earn it by being someone worthy of respect. Instead of chasing validation, build self-respect and confidence, and the right people will gravitate toward you. The world is unpredictable and control is often an illusion. But when you take responsibility for yourself, your actions, mindset, and progress, you gain real power. You don't need to force success, relationships, or happiness. When you focus on becoming your best self, the right things will come to you, naturally and at the right time. Small, consistent actions lead to big results. Many people believe success comes from big, dramatic actions. They wait for the perfect moment, a major breakthrough, or instant results. But in reality, the most significant achievements come from small, consistent efforts over time. Think of personal growth like building a house. You don't build it overnight. You lay one brick at a time, ensuring each one is placed correctly. If you rush or try to skip steps, the foundation will be weak. The same applies to any goal, whether it's mastering a skill, improving your health, or achieving career success. Small actions may seem insignificant at first, but they compound over time. A few pages read every day turn into deep knowledge. A short workout each morning leads to long-term fitness. A little extra effort in your work can open doors to major opportunities. The key is consistency. The mistake most people make is giving up too soon. They don't see results fast enough, so they assume their efforts aren't working. But success isn't about instant gratification, it's about persistence. The people who succeed are the ones who keep going even when progress is slow. Instead of trying to force big changes overnight, focus on small, meaningful improvements. Set a goal, break it down into daily actions, and commit to the process. Over time, those small steps will lead to the big results you're looking for. Success isn't about luck or shortcuts, it's about consistent effort, patience, and trust in the process. Keep putting in the work, and eventually what you're chasing will come to you. Patience and timing matter. In a world that moves fast, patience is often overlooked. We want success, recognition, and results immediately. But the truth is, everything in life happens at the right time, not when we demand it, but when we are truly ready for it. Think about nature. You can't rush a tree to grow. You can water it, give it sunlight, and take care of it, but no matter what you do, it will grow at its own pace. The same principle applies to success, relationships, and personal growth. If something isn't happening yet, it might mean you're not fully prepared for it. Instead of forcing outcomes, focus on improving yourself so that when the right opportunity comes, you're ready to seize it. Impatience often leads to poor decisions. People quit too soon, settle for less, or take shortcuts that ultimately set them back. But those who trust the process and keep working despite not seeing immediate results are the ones who achieve real, lasting success. Every failure, delay, or setback might be guiding you towards something better. Instead of resisting, embrace the timing of life. Keep building, keep learning, and have faith that what's meant for you will come when you are truly prepared to handle it. Patience isn't about waiting and doing nothing. It's about actively preparing while trusting that the right things will come at the right time. The power of meaning and purpose. In a world that constantly pushes instant gratification, it's easy to get caught up in chasing quick success, superficial achievements, or fleeting pleasures. But real fulfillment doesn't come from getting things fast, it comes from having a deep sense of meaning and purpose. When you focus on what truly matters, you no longer feel the need to force things into place. Why meaning matters. People who lack purpose often feel lost. They jump from one thing to another, chasing external rewards, money, status, approval, only to find that none of it brings lasting happiness. But when you have a strong sense of purpose, you are anchored. You are not easily swayed by distractions or short-term disappointments. You keep moving forward because you know your actions contribute to something greater than yourself. When you have meaning, you don't feel the need to force things. Instead of obsessing over results, you focus on the process. You trust that if you stay committed to your purpose, the right opportunities will come at the right time. Building a meaningful life. Finding meaning doesn't happen overnight. It requires self-reflection, effort, and sometimes struggle. Here are a few ways to build a more meaningful life. Identify what truly matters to you, what excites you, what problems do you want to solve, what legacy do you want to leave. Meaning comes from pursuing things that align with your values and passions. Serve something bigger than yourself. Purpose often comes from contributing to others. Whether it's through your work, relationships, or personal growth, focusing on making a positive impact gives life greater depth. Commit to lifelong growth. A meaningful life isn't about reaching a final destination, it's about continuous improvement. Keep learning, keep challenging yourself, and keep expanding your understanding of the world. Letting go of force and embracing flow. Many people struggle because they try to force success, relationships, or personal growth before they are ready. But when you have a sense of purpose, you don't feel rushed. When you force things, you often miss the natural rhythm of life. You might push too hard in the wrong direction, instead of allowing things to unfold as they should. Living a meaningful life isn't about getting everything you want instantly. It's about pursuing something bigger than yourself, growing along the way, and trusting that the right things will come when the time is right. Don't chase superficial success, build something real. When you focus on meaning and purpose, everything else falls into place.